Hey guys, it's Ashley, a scrapping nerd, and I'm back today with a layout to celebrate Briana's 500 subscribers over on My Life on Paper. And she did this sketch for Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. She was the bonus sketch since there's 31 days in October. And so she picked today to have her celebratory hop. So make sure that you check out all the information below and hop along to everything. Make sure you're subscribed to Briana's page. And she wanted us to do either monochromatic or Halloween. And so we all know I'm not good at monochromatic, so I am doing Halloween. And I'm using stuff from Stash, which is nice. I have this authentic paper collection that's called October, and I got it at Tuesday morning, back when we had them. I'm so sad they're gone. But so it had one sheet of cut apart type things and, well, ephemera. And then I picked these papers out. And I also pulled out some recollections, like x-ray looking pieces that I had in my stash. Some Tim Holtz Halloween paper dolls from this year that I got. And then I pulled out some Distress Spray and Carved Pumpkin and some Distress Oxide and Spiced Marmalade, as well as the Simple Stories Simple Vintage October 31st. Whew, I pulled out a lot of my stash, which is great. So I started with this paper, and this paper is going to be my background paper. And so the sketch has 4 photos, but I'm only going to have 2 photos and then use these x-ray pieces. I don't know what you call those, x-ray film ephemera, maybe? But I'm going to use these as kind of mimicking the other 2 photos. And I cut the 6x6 orange polka dots out of the paper collection. You know, it was like a 12x12 paper, but they had different patterns. And so I cut out the 2 that were 6x6 because I really liked this orange with the little polka dots to be behind the x-ray, because I thought that the paper that I chose for the background was too busy to be behind the x-ray. It didn't really show up. And so I, of course, have these photos, and they're bigger than her sketch. And so trying to get everything laid out was a challenge, and I shifted these photos around a lot. And in the end, I decided I didn't want the white border on the photos. I cut these with my Canon Selfie. And I printed them with the Canon Selfie, and it prints the white border. And so I cut that off because I wanted to add a black border. I just thought that would go better with the layout here. And so I am double matting the photos, and I'm using that other pattern from the Authentique collection. And I'm using the Spiced Marmalade to ink the edges of all of the pieces. I will even do it with the orange polka dots there. I think it just adds something to it. And I wasn't going to do too much mixed media. The sketch, Briana has like little splotches, and so I thought, well, maybe I'll do a little bit. But I was trying to organize this layout, and I was setting things out, and then you'll see I start from scratch again, and I do mixed media behind it because I just thought it needed something else to it. But so I'm just kind of trying to figure out, and she has a circular element, and so I thought maybe this moon could act as my circular element. The 31, the bats, and the moon all came from that Tim Holtz Halloween paper dolls. And I picked that up at Joann's, I believe, when it was on sale. Do I need a whole other bag of Halloween ephemera? No. Do I need a whole other bag of Tim Holtz paper dolls? No. But apparently I needed this one. So I picked that up, and it's this year's collection. I have a problem. But anyways, I am doing the packaging technique with the Carved Pumpkin Distress Spray, and I'm using this paintbrush to kind of make it circular on the thing, and then when I put it down, I push on it so it kind of spooges out, and it makes more of a splotchiness than a nice organized pattern, I want to say. And I am having this behind the items that I pulled out. So I think right now it kind of looks a hot mess as all mixed media does when you start. But in the end, I like how it just kind of peeks out behind and just added something a little bit extra to the layout I thought that it needed. And so I didn't connect the two on the left side. I left that open because you'll see I thought I was going to use this large ephemera piece, but I ended up not using it. So I will kind of connect those two little orange spots. I'll add some more mixed media towards the end. But I'm taking the brush and just dabbing it so that it looks like little dots around the splotches. But I do like how that turned out. And I'm getting these laid back down, and I wanted them to kind of be the whole side of the paper, but have a little bit of an area. And I really like these x-rays, and I'm going to use just a little bit of washi to hold it on there because I couldn't figure out how I was going to glue it down to where you wouldn't see the glue behind the x-ray. And so I'm just strategically going to place the glue behind my photos. And I put this little bit of washi for that line where those separate, just in case you can see it behind the photos. I wasn't completely sure if it would show up, and I didn't want the break between the two 6x6 pads to show, or papers to show. And I don't even know in the end if you see it, but I did do that. And then I used the photos to help glue down the x-rays, and that worked out really well. So I'm getting everything back laid out, and see this large ephemera piece that says witches layer, and I really wanted to use that because, as you can see, these are my two girls. I dressed them up as witches for Halloween last year, and they are adorable. This witch's hat had this orange hair, which I think is hilarious, and these poor girls, but you know, they will let me put on Halloween costumes as long as I give them dog cookies. So it works out for both of us. I get pictures that I think are hilarious, and they get their dog cookies. But I'm really liking the way this is going, and I really try. You'll see that witch's layer tag there is on there for a while, and I really try to use it. But in the end, I will remove it and go for a larger circular piece from the Tim Holtz Halloween paper dolls, this one here. And I just like how that adds to it and kind of matches the circular from the moon, and the circular piece is a nod to Briana's sketch. And I pulled in some of these little witch cats and some sayings from that Simple Stories, Simple Vintage. But that is the layout, guys. Thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. And if you want to be notified of my videos, hit the little bell. Make sure you hop along to all the people playing along with Briana's 500 subbie hop. And everyone have a great day. Bye.